Anyway,
That is
Josie is
crazy.
retiring after a really long, 26, 27 year
Mm-mm.
career at OU. He got hired in 98. His first hire was Bob Stoops. So that just speaks for itself. 26 national championships,
Yeah.
117 conference championships.
Wow.
Insane. He hired Bob Stoops, Lincoln Riley, Lon Kruger, Gene Bronchek, Mark Venables, just a bunch of legends, man. I mean, think about all the football players under him: Adrian Peterson, Sam Bradford, national
Yeah.
title, Baker, kind of just
I
crazy.
mean, literally everyone that we know
Yeah,
that
yeah,
we grew up watching, it's
literally.
them. Yeah.
Like, yeah, yeah. He has been since before we were born. That's actually
Literally the
that.
OU that we know, that is all Josie.
Yeah,
Like that's all we know.
this whole
Yeah.
part of the stadium over here, Joe C, softball stadium, Joe C, just crazy. I mean, bro's just got a legacy like none other, and
Yeah.
it's just weird. I think he's just retiring because of age. I think that's it. I think he just wants to call it. Apparently, he's going to be athletic director emeritus, which means he's just, dude, this is the thing about once you get to a position like that, that basically just means he's going to have a bunch of power, like to do it, to have, a bunch of influence. He just ain't got to show up to work. Bro, just,
Yeah.
I don't want to do it 9 to 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair enough. I wouldn't want to do a 9 to 5 at 67 years old anyway. So I don't blame him, but the hunt is on, fellas. The
Yeah.
hunt is on. The
Who do
hunt,
we get?
yeah.
Who do
Um,
we get?
Everybody's talking about Zach Selman. He like just
Yeah.
left a couple of years ago from OU to be the Mississippi State athletic director, bro. I'm going to be honest, man. Mississippi State sucks. I was looking, let me pull up their 0 and 8, 0 and 8 in the SEC last year in football.
Wow.
2 and 10 over.
Wow.
Basketball team has been average. They get out in the first round of the NCAA tournament every year since he started in these past 2 years. Baseball team is good, but no better than they were when he came in. I mean, things just kind of stayed the same. Maybe a little drop off since they went to that, since they had a run. So I don't know. It's tough because it's like, yeah, Zach Selman does seem to be the fit, young, ambitious kind of guy, but good OU history. But bro,
No. Yeah.
Mississippi sucks.
The answer is no. I
Yeah.
mean, there's a few names like floating around,
Mhm.
but this is one of those things where it's like nobody is studying ADs. Like no one's out here
Yeah.
like,
That's the thing.
like head coach. Like you could be like when we were looking for somebody before we hired Brent Venables, it was like, oh, this guy is running a great offense or like an OC. Like we knew people that could fit the style, but like bro, like no one was thinking Joe C was going to retire yesterday. Like, and even if you were not like, what about the Mississippi State? Like, no, they're throwing out like Central Michigan's AD. Like, oh, he has ties to Joe. Why would we go get the Central?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let me
Hey,
not say that because that's something we
what they
would
do,
do.
bro? What if they
Hey,
do?
you know what? Hey, take what Jim Nagy said, bro. The NFL is littered with 2 and 3 stars. The
That's
AD, the AD pool could be 2 and 3 stars, and they could be great
you're right.
ADs. They could be.
I'm the
Just
new
because that's Central
AD.
Michigan doesn't mean they're going to be raw.
So, well, I mean, let me do some.
Travis Kelsey came out of Cincinnati.
That's fair,
Just
bro.
put that on the
Yeah.
AD scale, bro. Just put it on the AD scale.
Dude, you're right, bro. You're
I'm just
right.
saying,
Hmm.
could happen. Yeah, I don't know, like who. I mean, I feel like the best way to look at ADs is how are all the programs? What schools have great programs, and then go get one of theirs. I don't. I feel like OU the last few years, especially since BV's been here, has been like very experimental. Like, let's go get guys that have a lot of potential, have a lot of like, let's find the diamond in the rough. I just want to find guys that are good, like Jim Nagy. Like we got Jim Nagy, he was proven. We got him. That's good. Ben Arbuckle even proven. Got him. That's good. But like the Seth Luttrell experiment, all that stuff, like I don't know. I'm not. I know that's different from like getting an AD, but I'm just saying like we need to stop having the experimental mindset and we're blue blood. We need to go get somebody who's great already.
Yeah, we should probably like. I think all these websites are just coming out with names that are like have ties to OU, and
Mm.
I don't think any of those names are good enough. So I think we kind of need to reach into the bag and like actually look at like maybe if you can't. I mean, obviously, I don't think you're going to go get Alabama's AD,
Yeah.
Michigan's AD. But if you can go get one of their assistants that is promising, if you can go to the NFL and get somebody from the NFL, something like that, or
Hmm.
I mean, college football will basically be the NFL here soon. I don't know. It's just tough to say, but I mean, I don't think any of these guys on these lists will probably be the fit that we're
Yeah.
looking for.
The only guy I see
Yeah.
that's, and I really like, this is even probably going to further your argument, is the Ross Bjork or whatever, Bjork from Ole Miss. But
Mm.
I'm like, I look at Ole Miss as like we're the same right now. Like that's we're about at the same level as them. So it's like it's a lateral move. I feel like there's no point in getting him. But I agree with
Yeah.
going to get like go look who is honestly hate to say it, but go look at Texas. Texas's like assistant AD because they are raw at I mean pretty much everything. I hate to say it, but I mean not saying that he would, come here, but like teams like that or like schools like that that have success across the board, across all sports, not just, oh, they're good at one sport, let's go get him.
Mm.
I feel like it has to be like dominance across the board because that's what we need.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Texas, Ohio State, Alabama, just team schools with across the board good programs. I think
Yeah.
another thing is like we should, I mean, like one thing that you can improve on over Joe C is a guy that fundraises money better. And because I think OU should be up there with the fundraising and the money of Michigan, Ohio State, Alabama, all those schools. There's no reason we shouldn't be. So, yeah, I think maybe if you can focus on getting a guy from one of those schools that's in charge of fundraising, the executive director of fundraising at Alabama or something like that, just digging into the bag of tricks. Got to look further than surface level, I think, on this hire.
Yeah. I think they will. I like the fact that Joe C is going to be kind of staying on really until we get a new guy. I mean, that's what it seems like he's doing, which is awesome that he's doing that. He doesn't have to do that, but he is. And so I think he'll obviously be involved in those conversations of finding a good fit, what we need.
Dude, I honestly think he'll be probably the last say on the hire, honestly. Like
Yeah.
there's definitely gonna be a few guys in there, but I mean I think Joe C, I mean who other than Joe C has the OU tenure in the OU. Yeah, I mean like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna have the final say on
Yeah.
who's hired next, maybe a couple other guys in there too, but just a crazy time. It's gonna feel like a long, I remember with the Brent Venables process, I remember like Lincoln Riley left and we hired Brent Venables, I think the next week, like a week later, maybe a
Yeah.
little over a week later. That week felt like a month. I mean,
Dude.
the amount of rumors that were coming out, the amount of it just was craziness. It was
Dude,
craziness.
Yeah.
the insiders are about to have a field day with
Oh,
this, dude. They're about to be like, I know something you don't. I
Tim,
know.
they'll tell you the next day.
Shut down the, I've already seen too much of it. Shut down the Bob Stoops. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Dude.
Yeah, let's have Bob Stoops come. No, sorry, love Bob, but absolutely not.
I love Bob, but what does he know about baseball?
Bro
Yeah.
doesn't.
What does he know about softball or gymnastics?
Why would
I'm just
Bob
saying.
Stoops? He retired from being the head. Like, why would he
Yeah.
come and like, let me get more on my plate. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Like,
If
dude,
we're gonna bring him back for a football position,
Yeah,
not
that's what I'm saying.
dang
Bob Stoops was
AD.
wanting to take on a full-time job. It would not be as the AD. I think it'd be.
Yeah.
Like,
But
bro,
I can
bro's coaching the freaking Arlington
Renegades.
Renegades, aeronauts, astronauts, freaking whatever, dude.
Yeah.
from my
Yeah.
interactions with Bob Stoops, which are few, but you just witnessing what he does when he's around the facilities, he always shows up flip-flops. There was one time that he showed up to practice. It was a fall ball practice. And so I mean it was just hot. He showed up in swim trunks, flip-flops, and a polo, a black polo that had the Corona Extra logo on it. I
That's
thought
so awesome.
I just thought to my, and he pulled up in his Porsche like that. And I thought to myself, like, this guy, the reason he retired was not because, it was because he wanted to chill. He wanted to be
Yeah.
chilling for the rest of his life because I think he realized college football is just getting crazy. It's a lot of hard work. I made a lot of money. I'm just gonna go chill. So yeah, I don't think it's Bob Stoops, but Bob Stoops is probably in Key West right now.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who we get. I'm sure you guys are gonna hear a lot about the leads, but I mean, we just found out today that he's gone. So I don't know how they would. I don't know. We just have to find out.
I
I
saw
guess.
this coming. I saw this coming 3 months
Yeah.
ago. I ran into Josie and he
For
told me
$2 a month, you can find out who the next AD is gonna be.
I'm on the board. All right. All
All
right,
right,
bro.
Pod. Well, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.